Thanks, Prime Minister. It really is wonderful to have you here.
Ben Carroll normally stands shoulder to shoulder with his Canberra colleagues, but this previously united front is fraying, and it's all over public schools. At issue is the federal government's offer to lift its share of school funding from 20 to 22.5% of the Schooling Resource Standard, the Gonski Review's estimate of the total funding required for each school. The state government is meant to provide 75% of that funding, and under the deal would need to kick in an extra 2.5% for public schools to be fully funded. But Victoria wants the Commonwealth to up its offer to 25%, and neither side is backing down.
So we're already contributing just over 70%, about 71% to our public schools. The Commonwealth, 20%. We are wanting 5% from the Commonwealth because that shortfall, 2.5% is about $300 million shortfall, and that equates to about $1,000 per student.
Will you accept 2.5%?
We do not plan on accepting 2.5% at all.
Is part of the problem that Victoria can't afford to pay the shortfall? Why can't the state just stump up the funds?
Well, we've already stumped up over $35 billion in school programs and infrastructure. Over the last 10 years, our funding's grown for the public sector more than any other state, while the Commonwealth Government's funding's grown 3 times for the non-government sector.
While state governments provide the majority of public school funding, for private schools the situation is reversed, with the Commonwealth paying 80%. Ben Carroll thinks this is unfair. We're talking about taking money from some students and giving it to others. How do you approach that?
Look, Sasha, I'm a product of the non-government school sector, so I went through a Catholic education system, but I'm also upfront that I want to bring balance back to the table because it has gone too far for our most wealthy private schools getting Commonwealth Government funding.
Federal Education Minister Jason Clare has told the ABC the promised additional funding would be the biggest increase the Commonwealth has ever delivered. But Ben Carroll is insistent that the federal government must pay more. Why should the federal government come up with the cash? They have their own budgetary challenges.
I argue that when you look at the fiscal imbalance and you look at the Commonwealth with their goods and services tax revenue, that for Victoria, stumping up $600 million is not that much to ask for.
As the two Labor governments go head-to-head, the clock ticks for Victoria's schools. Sasha Payne, ABC News, Melbourne.